Hey y'all, sorry for being super late on this video. I was supposed to post this up like months ago, like a couple months ago or so. But yeah, things happened with school and everything. And I know this is last minute, but here's my little short theory video of episode 5. You know, it gets released later tomorrow, later on tonight. Sorry about that. Well, hopefully you guys enjoy, so I apologize. What's up there? Wait, I got my laptop. Okay. What's up, everybody? We are changing locations. It got dark on my front porch. So me and Brenda, we are doing it inside the living room for the whoa, sorry, let me take that back. Forget what I just said. Let's start over. So me and Brenda, it was getting dark on the porch. So we end up deciding to do it in the living room for a chance. I messed it up again. Okay. Hi everybody. Sorry about that. I keep messing up. It was getting dark on the porch. So me and Brenda decided to come into the living room for a change. That's what I wanted to say. Right, Brenda? Brenda knows. Anyways, so I know I said I wasn't going to do any more videos until when it got closer to November or when we get more information, like in my last video I said. But I decided to want to talk more about Karen's involvement in episode 5 and my little predictions and stuff for it as well. It's not really, well, I guess you can count as predictions and theories and stuff, but now I'm going to be focusing solely about Karen, about what she's been saying, what she did in episode 4, and what it might lead to in episode 5. So I only have 3 points for today, so it's a pretty short video. I'll make it short. And, if anybody has any, comments or they want me to talk about certain other points, I would gladly do it, because I'm technically bored at the moment before school starts swamping me. I already started college already, and I'm already getting tired. Anyways, here are my 3 points. So the first point is, number 1, the talk still needs to happen. Okay, so I know a lot of people are talking about how Karen's going to most likely leave her sons alone, which I feel like she wouldn't do it, but I'll talk a little bit more later about that. But but what I think is that she isn't going to do it just right away. I think it might be somewhere towards later or middle in the game and stuff, in the episode, that she might actually just up and leave. But like I said, I will talk about that later. Anyway, back to the point is that the reason why I feel like she won't up and leave just like that is because the talk still needs to happen. She was hinting at this for a minute, and talk could be anything. A lot of people still are holding out this whole theory that she might have powers and stuff. And, by the way, I guess you could say by the way she kind of judged by when Daniel has showed his powers, she was not over freaking out like her mom or anything. She kind of was more chill like her father when Stefan found out about Daniel's powers and how he wasn't really freaking out about it as much as Claire was. So there's a possible theory that she might have powers, and that's probably what the talk might be about. But it can also mean that they're talking about their next steps, about what they're going to do, or about what she is going to plan on doing for them. She's going to take them in, because, they are her kids. She is their mom, even though she doesn't want that title of wife or mother. In this situation, I feel like she's going to end up having to step up a bit, like I said before, and take responsibility for her children, because I don't think anybody would just walk around and have their kids being wandering the country all alone, being chased by the police. I don't see that. But anyway, like I said, that's my point. Talk still needs to happen. Now, going into point number 2 is the redemption arc. Now, I really, really am hoping for a redemption arc in this situation. Oh. Thomas, is that you? What do you want? I'm doing a video. Go.
Where's Ava?
She's in the room. Oh my gosh. Anyway, I am so sorry about that, everybody. The Exorcist decided to enter the chat here. Alright. Sisters, I swear, oh my god. Anyway, like I was saying, you know what I'm talking about, Brenda? I mean, I digress. Point 2 is the redemption arc. And the reason why, look, I lost my train of thought, but I think my siblings gonna come back here. Thomas, you better not come back here. No, I definitely know how Sean feels with Daniel. Anyway, point number 2. I'm sorry, everybody. Now I'm getting back on track. The redemption arc. Now, I know from Karen's point of view, she might not seem like she needs to redeem herself, but in our case, I feel like, she should, because, she's been absent and she needs to do something for those kids and stuff. And even though, like I said before in the last video, that, she's like trying to like bond and do things for Sean and, convince Daniel that they are his family and not, the crazy Reverend's family and stuff like that. I feel like she's gonna have to step it up a little bit more and stuff. So I feel like she might redeem herself. She can find many ways to redeem herself. Like either she can, step up, be a mom, take care of her kids, make sure. Oh my god. Every time, I swear to God. Like I said, sorry about that. Let me say it back. Sorry about that, guys. This is why I don't like doing my films in the living room. So much stuff happens. Anyway, let's go right back to point number 2. I'm gonna backtrack a little bit. So I said point number 2 was the redemption arc. And even though in Karen's case, looking at it from her point of view, she might not seem like she has to redeem herself because she don't really see herself in the wrong, because she really didn't want a family in the first place. She didn't really want to be a wife and everything. It was something that her parents believed in, and so she thought, okay, I'll do it too. But it's something she really didn't feel the desire for. And so in that case, she might not seem like she has to redeem herself. But for our point of view, well, mostly my point of view, I'm not sure how everybody else feels about it, but I feel like she needs to redeem herself. I mean, she really has to step up. I mean, the kids literally don't have anywhere else to go. Like, if they, basically, if they find a way to clear their names and everything, where are they gonna go? How are they gonna, take care of themselves? They had to have a parent or somebody to watch over them. So that's why I think Karen needs to step up and basically become their mom again. Of course, it's not like, she's gonna instantly bond over her kids just like that. It doesn't work that way. It takes time. But that's why I feel like this is why I feel like her redemption arc will really, drive it home in episode 5, because we're gonna get to see how she bonds more with the kids. And how she interacts with Sean and Daniel. And I think it's funny because I remember somebody was talking about that Karen's gonna probably need to do something really big for Sean to forgive her after leaving out for 8 years and stuff, and totally messing him up like that and making him feel guilty that she ran off. So I think for her to do a really big gesture would be if it came down to it, putting herself, risking her life to save her kids and stuff. So if the cops would show up, or that crazy Reverend lady, if you didn't kill her, shows up and is ready, or anyone who's ready to hurt her kids, I feel like she would have to put her life on the line, and Sean Daniel actually have to see physically, okay, she's actually trying to be our mom. She's literally putting her life at risk. And I think that's how she'll win him over, you know? Just being their mom. I mean, like, I saw a little bit of that in the gameplay towards the end, where you see her taking care of Sean and basically showing up because Daniel's by himself when she couldn't find Sean at the time. And then you're seeing how she's like looking out for Sean when he did a little stakeout mission, and how she, went to him when he got hurt, getting beat up by Nicholas and everything, and talking to Daniel. It's like, she shows the signs, and also basically calming down Sean from like shooting Elizabeth and some other people's walkthroughs I see. So it's like she's trying, and I can't stress enough how much that would be really interesting, even though like I know it's a little far. I'm going a little over the place a little bit, but it'll be really interesting to see if she did have powers and stuff. I know a lot of people are thinking Sean might have powers, but I think it might be interesting also too if the mom did have powers. Like I said, going back to my previous point with the talk and everything. I mean, one of the collectibles, I think Don the Bomb, I think he was saying one of the collectibles was, or one of the trophies or something, was She-Wolf. So who knows? That's why I feel like Karen's gonna like have a redemption arc, and we get to see the real reason. Or like some people might think the real reason is that she has powers, and that she's kind of using her just leaving as like an escape, route, or a little scapegoat. But who knows? Either way, I'm all for it. I really want to see Karen's redemption arc and stuff, even though some people might say episode 4 might be it, like I said before. I think episode 5 will definitely be her redemption arc, because I feel like we're in Arizona, where she's from, and I guess we get to see a little bit more about her life, and seeing how she's like expressing that life to her kids, and see how it goes from there. So that's my point 2. Yes, that's my point 2. Sorry, I'm a little tired. Now going into my last point, because I promised I was going to make this video short. So my last point is point 3, which is possible outcomes. That's what I was going to say. Yeah, possible outcomes with Karen. Now, I broke this down because I believe there's 3 possible outcomes when it comes down to Karen in episode 5. Number 1 would be that they all go back to Seattle, after everything's cleared up, like Sean Daniels' name has been cleared, and they go back to Seattle together. They end up, living together, whatever. And while they're doing that, while they're getting their whole lives back together, or at least whatever parts and stuff they still have, when they're getting things together, is what I'm getting at. That at that time, we actually might see them go visit Esteban's grave, which I feel like it will really hit people who are really big fans of, Life is Strange 2, because we got that same similar scene with Max going to Chloe's funeral and paying her respects. Oh my god, that scene broke me. I just literally had flashbacks. Oh my god, sorry. But I think it'll be a nice, touching moment, having the family together, even though it took literally the death of Esteban for the family to come together, which is pretty sad in its own right, but it's kind of like bittersweet, because then it's like they lost one parent but they gained another, if you know what I mean by that. I mean, this whole situation is all messed up, but if it does happen that way, it would be bittersweet, but I'll be satisfied with that ending. With that ending. Number 2 is that they could stay in Arizona, you know, and with Karen, since Karen, like she said before, she found people who were like her, like-minded like her in Arizona, so there's a possibility they might stay there. And like I said before, they're right at the border, Porto Lobos, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong, and they can just go and visit their family, you know, whenever they want, because they're right there, so they can stay with their mom, also go visit their father's side of the family. It's a win-win situation. Number 3 is the last one. I say she could get injured, or worst case scenario, God forbid, I don't want another parent death, but she could get killed, depending on what happens and depending on your choices and stuff. That's why I feel like your actions and consequences from the previous episodes is gonna really affect what's gonna happen in this last episode. Or it can just totally throw everything out the window like it did with the first game. Like, your freaking feelings don't matter, I guess. Sorry, I was getting a little emotional thinking about how messed up it was in Life is Strange, you know, the first one. I mean, you knew how it was gonna end, but you didn't want to go that way. It just felt like you just did everything for nothing. So I hope it doesn't come down to that, but yeah, like, she could get killed protecting Sean and Daniel, and, you know, from the cops or whoever, you know, who's trying to, like, attack them. But if that's the case, if it does come down to that, it would be interesting. It could be possible if Sean could get his powers from that incident, if that does come down to it. I want to say I'm not so sure, because after being through so many traumatic experiences, you would think he would get his powers way before, like in episode 1, you know. But who knows? It could happen. I'm not gonna knock it down, but I'm not sure. But if it does happen, that would be pretty interesting, but pretty messed up, because it took another parent's death for a kid to awaken their special ability. I know someone in the comments said it'd be interesting if Sean had like a healing ability. I mean, that would be really cool. But then again, like I said, if he does get his powers, I literally hope it doesn't take a death of another parent or someone he's really close with for him to activate his powers. So, yeah. Or if it's, you know, yeah. But if it does happen, it's just literally a repeat of what happened with Daniel and Esteban, but now be with Sean and Karen. So yeah, sorry guys if I'm like all over the place. School is starting up and I had to do video diaries and stuff for my class, so that's gonna be really interesting as well. But I will keep updating a little bit more about Life is Strange if I have any more theories and stuff I want to touch on. But so far, I think I'm pretty much clear at the moment, but I'll let you guys know if I'm coming up with more ideas. I'll do a quick little, like a little, not like a shout out, but more like a little update saying, hey, I'm gonna cover this, or cover a little bit more about what happened in episode 4 and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm glad you guys took time to look, like, you know, watch this video, and, you know, yeah. Sorry, my brain is just not even working. It's like half of it is, half is just sleep. So like I said, I apologize for the total mess I am right now. And I'm glad you guys took the time to watch this video, and I will get back to you guys soon. See ya.